Alrighty folks, we're out for our final morning hunt here. We're pretty excited. We're going back up on that mountainside, on that ridge line. We got a couple different spots picked out where Chris and Garrett saw that nice deer yesterday morning and stuff. So we're both they're going to the same spot so long as the wind is still good up there, and we're gonna go another ridge or two over from them and hopefully catch some deer moving. So that's what the plan is. It's a little bit after 5 and we're on the move right now over there. So got my cup of coffee. We got to have about a half-hour ride to get over there, and then about maybe 3/4 of a mile hike, I think, up that 2-track. So I'm ready to ditch some layers and not try and sweat. It's cold this morning, 29 degrees. This will be the coldest hunt of the year. I'm semi-unprepared. I've got long johns, sweatpants, and catalyst pants on. So I might be sweating, I don't know. But we'll see, so it should be fun. We're gonna be up in the stand here shortly.
Well, here we go.
Ready for this?
I'm ready, born ready. So, day 2, heading back in where we were at yesterday morning, where we had a run-in with a couple deer. Hoping to be able to capitalize on that and make the meeting arrangement a little bit more in our favor. It was in their favor yesterday. Hopefully we can close the deal on it today. But
how you feeling about it?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling good that one of us will
encounter something.
If not the same deer from yesterday, another buck.
Talk about the weather here this morning.
It is amazing.
It's cold.
It's cold.
What's your system here look like?
Alright, so I got my Danner boots, 400 gram insulations. I got some corrugate guide pants. I do have a pair of thermals underneath. And then I got the Killin just pullover.
That's on your skin?
That's on my skin.
Yeah.
And then Origin hoodie.
That's it?
And then I got a jacket I'm going to put on when we get up there.
Dude, they'd be medevacing me out of here in a helicopter if I was wearing that.
I don't even have thermals on.
Ready?
Let's go.
Alright, easy there, Kelly.
Well, we got up early, might as well worth it.
Alright, everybody. We finally made it up in the tree. We're all set up now. We're in a pretty good looking spot, I think. There's a blazed trail here in front of us. Unfortunately, we're kind of like right on top of it, so my shots are going to be deer either coming towards us or coming away from us, like straight down. I like maybe have a shot, and then behind us it dumps off on either side. Our back side's a lot steeper than the front side. So I'm assuming this is pretty similar to like where Chris and Garrett are, what their terrain looks like. The farther out on this point you go, it looks like it gets pretty thick. So there could be some bedding and stuff out there, we're not really sure, but our wind is blowing back over us. It's coming up this draw, and it's blowing back out over this steep bank. Our trees were pretty limited, but we made do with what we had. The deer that we have been encountering, we're kind of unsure, but they appear to be really spooky. So we're trying to, whether that's from us or not, we're not sure. But so taking that into consideration, that it could be us, could be our movement, could be our scent, something. We're limited on trees this morning, but we have a cluster of 4 red oaks right here. And we made do and we got nestled in them. So we've got good cover on us. We'll see. I've got high hopes for this spot. It looks good. We'll see what happens. Stick with us.
Day 2, and me and Garrett are back in the same tree that we were in yesterday, where we had that run-in with the buck and then the doe. So we kind of set up. We came in a different way. So we came in on the downhill side, staying off this ridge top because we thought that they were catching our ground scent coming in, and that's what spooked them. So we tried to avoid staying up in that area as best as possible. I kind of walked out here in front of me a little bit because I overshot the tree, but it's all right. But we came in a different direction. We tried to get in here earlier, but I feel like it's later than yesterday. I mean, it's 7:20. I mean, we had deer moving all the way till 10 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 degrees colder than it was yesterday, so it could be even more movement.
Yeah,
That moon is doing some weird shit, though.
Yeah. Well, the truck said,
Said
30.
30. I saw 29 at one point.
Alright guys, so it's about 10:30 now. That's gonna about do it for our hunt here. It's a little bit sad that we have to get down and head back to work and our normal jobs. I would have loved to stay here a couple more days and kind of figure the place out, but we've had a lot of fun with these guys, Old Breed, Chris and Garrett, and just hunting in new terrain. This is totally different than what we hunt back home, so we had a super great time. Definitely we'll be back to do this again. You know, we are staying on national forest land, and this is easy. It's so easy. We drove here, we bought a tag online, and we camped. That's it. It's literally that simple. The only thing you have to really do is, you know, look at different regs and stuff like that. But that being said, we're going to be climbing down here in the next 10 to 15 minutes, so we'll meet up with those guys and we'll see what they encountered. Alright guys, so we just had a crazy encounter here. I ended up going down this ridge about 200 yards to find myself a nice tree to squat behind. And ton of deer sign. I actually blew out a deer. Well, I scared a deer, I didn't blow him out. Out of 200 yards down this ridge line here. And so I ended up coming back up and I'm like, Will, we needed to be down 200 yards this morning. There's a ton of deer sign. I just saw a deer. There's trails that are going up and down this. And as I'm talking out loud to him normal, right where at the base of the tree where we hunted today, which is right here, I'm like looking through straight up the trail where we came in. I'm like, I see movement. And all of a sudden we saw deer and we're like, oh no, we have nothing ready. It's a scattered mess right now. Looking at the ground, show them everything right here, Will. That's where they're coming from. Didn't have anything together. We have the B-roll lens on the camera right now because we're gonna take some photos on our way out. Of course, so we couldn't zoom in on these deer, but they wanted to come straight down the trail to us, but then I think they had our ground scent coming in or whatever, and they end up dumping off this back side, which is where our wind's been blowing all morning. And they stopped, I don't know, 40 yards from us, and we're smelling, and then the lead 6-point end up spooking out, crossing over the knob within 25 yards of us, and I probably could have stopped him and shot him, but I didn't think he was the big deer. And then I had the second one, which was the spike, this big, come through at 33 yards, and I had a window. He needed an extra step in the window, but I probably could have leaned out and snuck a shot, but we really got to get out of here in the time and everything, so it just probably wasn't the best idea, so opted to let him pass. But nonetheless, awesome experience, super cool. So Will and I are both shaking, just being caught off guard like that with a scattered mess. At first, they were big-bodied deer. At first, I'm like, there's 3 giant bucks coming down this trail, but anyways, we got to meet up with those guys. They're waiting on us, so we got to get going.
saw him? Did you get footage of him? How far?
45.
45 yards they came from here?
Yeah, but they were moving.
Were they running?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, but not like a run. Like, so I started blowing a little heavy, so I crept up, right? Just to look down the bottom, and I caught him. Like, that big deer is dark.
Yeah,
He's
one
like,
of them, yeah.
like black.
They were big.
Oh, yeah, they're big bodied. Yeah. And so I just see a.
How many did you see though?
We only saw 2 for sure.
So maybe we only did see 2 then.
So I see a dark figure, like deer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. And then like half a second later, one went that way. Down the bottom.
Really?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it like turned and started coming up the hill. And it was like it had its head down.
Yeah.
Like feeding, but then like trotting, like feeding, trotting. And it like came up and then one popped up here, coming this way, and he was at 35. That was a small spike, I think.
That's the one.
Because it was a smaller
he was
body.
only this big.
He was a smaller body.
Yeah.
And then
how big did you get? You got the 6-point on film?
Yeah, I couldn't see his antlers. I knew he was big. It was a bigger deer, bigger antlers. But I couldn't.
Could you guess with your hands how big his horns were? No.
I mean, he was good. I just couldn't see like how many points it was.
Yeah. So I didn't get an awesome look at him, but Will said that he was
a little basket.
Possibly a small 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on whether or not he's got brow tines.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I got him on film though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a short clip, but I got him.
So that ridge system that we were on is, I think, like where to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was a we found we think it was a scrape. It wasn't like super fresh, but the trail that's on that ridge, and it goes way out, and it gets like this 80-yard wide flat grade down, and it's just like it's pretty open, but then there's like all browse and freaking trails and bedding, and that's where I saw that other deer that I kicked out. And then these bucks came right down that same trail.
When you got down, you guys kicked them out?
When I got down, I'm like, Will, I'm going to walk out here and find a tree to squat behind. And I'm just going to go a little ways and just see what it looks like. And I went 200 yards down, and that's where I kicked out a deer.
Bedded down.
I don't know if it was bedded or not. The area, it was like a wide open spot where he was bedded, or where the deer was. I don't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I did my business, and I went back up, and I'm like, Will, we had to be 200 yards down. I'm like, those deer are probably just running like side hill and just right around. It's flat on there. And sure enough, I come back up and I'm like talking to him like this, and we got stuff scattered everywhere. And I'm looking up the trail where we gotta go out. And I'm like, I saw something. And I'm like, get down for a second. And bam, the sun hits this deer's horns. And that's what happened.
It was exciting.
Yeah.
The most exciting thing so far.
We were like this.
Oh shit. You can see in the footage, it was like,
But that's crazy.
We're like, get your bow, get the camera, go.
I had a feeling it was going to be one of those days.
I'm like, where's my rangefinder?
he was drawn right over my shoulder. I was like, oh, let one fly. Let one fly.
So like they were coming straight.
10:45, still moving. You know what I'm saying?
I know. They were coming straight at us. And we're on the spine, so it dumps off. Then they started cutting up. And I'm like, they're going away from us. And
they
all
knew
of a sudden,
something was up, yeah.
Yeah, so all of a sudden they spun around and they started coming towards us. And our wind has been blowing over that side all morning. And they were licking. I couldn't see him. He could only see him. But they were only 40 yards from us. We're all on the ground, on knees, like ready to go. And then the one spun and jumped. And I thought it was the spike.
Yeah.
So I let him go. He was like, da-da-da-da-da. I probably could have been like, Burr, and he maybe would have stopped. And then I thought it was the smaller one, so then I let him go. And then I see the spike jumping, a perfect opening at 35 yards, and I drew. And I'm like, I just had to lean a little bit. And I'm like looking at him. And I'm just like, man, I could thread the needle, but I'm like, it's 11:30. Maybe it's not the best idea. So I opted to let him go. And people aren't driving it, and there's a pond.
What?
Yeah.
There's water back there?
Water. Right there. Depends on where we're going. Here it's like, there's going on and stuff. Hello, welcome back to camp. Got the trailer. Not my trailer, but his trailer. Just wanted to say thanks.
Thank you.
We had an awesome time. I hope all the viewers enjoyed the content. We didn't close the deal on any deer. If we had one more day, if Will could have just gotten off one more day of work, we would have been, I think, in the wheelhouse. What do you think?
Pretty close. It was like, well, 3 days of hunting. You got 2 days of figuring that out, and then on the third day, you kind of know what you're doing, and it's kind of how it usually works.
I mean, you look at it. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Each of those days, at least one of the groups, if not both of the groups, had deer within bow range.
Yep.
True.
Just shots didn't present themselves, or the deer picked us off at like ungodly distances.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, but we all we saw deer, we had deer close. I mean, and today we got on, this morning we got on bucks.
Yeah.
Yesterday morning we were on a buck, you know, so, yeah. I don't know. We still got
This evening, I'm gonna.
and a quick hunt tomorrow morning.
It's gonna have to be real quick, so we can get somebody home.
But if I show up with a deer, I am excused.
Is that what it is? You get a pass?
I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty sure.
Will, you got any closing thoughts here?
Yeah, I think we had an awesome time, obviously. New area, learning how to hunt a different spot is super cool.
Still, the vehicle never fails when I'm filming.
Never fails.
Every time.
Brand new spot. I think we'll be back here, if not next year, some point, you know, in the next couple of years.
Hopefully next year.
I would definitely love to come back. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
We had a great time.
well,
we
we gotta have
had a lot of
redemption.
fun with you guys. And yeah.
Yeah, redemption tour.
I'm down.
Obviously, thank you guys a lot for
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
everything. We brought nothing but a smile and a bow.
That's all you had to bring.
guys
We brought
pretty much
tacos.
everything else.
Hey, I brought tacos.
We forgot half the ingredients, but we brought the tacos.
Yeah.
At least we brought the meat. We have the meats.
Yeah.
We liked your meat. It was good.
Okay.
Now it's getting
Thanks for watching, guys.
We'll
Catch
see
us
ya.
on the next one.
We're on the road. Short-lived, great adventure, awesome time, fantastic. We didn't get lucky enough to kill anything, but we did have some good encounters. You know, this is just a different area for us. There's a big learning curve and 2.5 days to hunt. You know, by the time you go in and scout something, and like the day is gone. So, anyways, I definitely feel like I learned some stuff. It challenged my deer hunting skills, and I can't wait until next year. So, we do have some other things planned with Old Breed in the near future. We're not going to release that information yet, but great guys. If you want to go check out their content, we'll link it down below. Their YouTube channel handle is Old Breed Outdoors. They're a couple Marines and stuff, really good guys. So go give them a follow, check them out, and subscribe to their channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.